Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Amanda and I'm so glad you're here. For those of you that have been here a while and you all say I have all this motivation, all this energy, you're going to see today that I do not. I pushed myself just to get the kitchen cleaned up, to get supper cooked, and then we had a huge spill, a huge mess behind the couch that I had to pull out and get all of that cleaned out from behind the couch, under the couch, all that. I do have a vacuum to show you and a little bit of cleaning motivation. So just go through the day with me and see what I get done. Willis, you got him confused.
But they just stare, and I see misery everywhere. It's getting to me. I cry, but they don't care. Oh, I'm getting lost in the commotion, and the sound is way too loud. 'Cause I'm not the city girl
Flash, be gentle.
I thought I was. This town is bigger than the ocean, yet too small.
Flash is chasing this kitten all over the place, and the kitten's not afraid of him, but Flash doesn't realize that he's so much bigger. He's driving me crazy. It's just one of those days that I just can't get it together. I had all these plans to get up and clean and do all this stuff, and I've got a vacuum to show you guys. I woke up and my watch isn't charged, my phone isn't charged because my kids take my chargers, and I know they shouldn't, and drives me crazy. I've just had an off day. I don't know, it's just like I can't get up, I can't get motivated, I can't get started. I did take a shower and get ready. That's the extent of it. We checked our P.O. box this morning and we had some mail from April, so I'll show you that. That was really sweet. I think he's finally gonna lay down and nap. He's been mean today. Flash, hey, why are you being mean? Why are you being mean today? That's not nice to chase those kitty cats. Are you sorry? Hopefully he's sleepy, but I need to get up. We don't even have a clean fork in this house. I ate some ramen noodles a few minutes ago and there wasn't even a clean fork. So I need to get the kitchen cleaned up. The whole house is just a mess. I know you guys just seen me clean it, but that was a couple of days ago. So I've not really done anything since then and it's a mess. So I've just been in a funk, I guess. Do y'all ever get like that to where you just don't want to do anything? Like, I don't want to get up, I don't want to clean. I have zero motivation to do anything to this house because by tonight it'll look the same way. So, but we've got to have clean dishes. Heather is dashing right now. Just me and Allison. Kennedy is at a ball tournament and it was actually like an hour and a half away. So she went with Molly, one of the coach's daughters. She just rode with them, and if she has a game later today I may go watch, but if not I may not, just because I've got so much I need to get done. And she's fine without me. She's keeping me updated on what's going on. She said she had 2 good hits, 1 good hit. I think she said she had 1 good hit and 1 hit we wasn't gonna talk about, but she did get on base, so who knows what that looked like. But let me show you the smell. I thought you were swimming. Okay, Allison's out there making a TikTok. We did swing by Target last night because we were in Johnson City and I got some cleaner. So I woke up this morning and had a few packages. There was one for each of us. There was one for me, Heather, Kennedy, and Allison. So she sent cards as well to me, to all of us. Kennedy hasn't opened hers yet. She's at the ball field. She's at a tournament, so she's not home yet, but she does know she has it, and she's so excited. So Heather and I got a face mask, and we have some wax melts in. This one's Scarlet Sunflower. This one is Pink Coconut. And I got a little wax removal tool. I think that's pretty cool. Also got a little scent bar for the car. So that one smells really good. It's clothesline. I think Heather's was vanilla. Allison got this little scent bag and it smells really, really good. Scent pack. And then she got a room spray and that smells so good. I love that. But I love it all and it was so sweet of you to send that. Also, she sells Scentsy. So if you all would like to order anything from her, there's her information. And I have never had anything Scentsy before, but I just put some in. And I will say that my whole house smells so good. It is like so much stronger. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done? What'd you do? Oh my gosh, he dumped it behind the couch. Guys, I could seriously cry. But if anybody's looking to order anything, there's her information. I've never had Scentsy before, but I will say I put one of these wax cubes in our warmer and the whole house smells so good. So I'm not even going to put any in the other warmers because it smells the whole house up. So I love that. Thank you so much. It was so sweet of you to do that. And Kennedy and Allison are so excited too. So thank you. That was so, so sweet.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you. And all the fake friends just keep pretending. That's how the little
Thanks for my gift, April.
paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember?
As you just seen, I started the robot vacuum and let that do the job as far as my floors. My floors were disgusting. I love that just for a quick clean, but it does not get in every little nook and cranny like you would yourself. Just like those cat food bowls behind me, it needs to be pulled out and cleaned. It's disgusting under those, and of course that just goes around it. And I don't know how well it gets my floors because my animals all the time are trying to attack it. It gets so dizzy and out of place, and it's going this way and that way, and it's just a mess. So sometimes it is easier to do it myself, but like I said, I was not feeling it on this day. I ended up figuring out why. I had took Benadryl the night before. My allergies are a mess, and I walked over to the air purifier and somebody had turned it off. So I really think that's why my allergies had flared back up. But I turned that back on and got that going. But I had taken Benadryl the night before and I was just so, I don't know. I said I was Benadryl hangover. But I just was feeling bad from that, just feeling yucky. I'm kind of sensitive to medicines and things like that, so that just had me off. But I was just getting this kitchen cleaned up. Like I said, we didn't even have a clean fork. I had to wash a fork for me and Allison to even eat lunch with. And I had a bowl of ramen up there. I had sat it up there to talk to you guys earlier, and Flash had knocked it down all behind the couch, all over the wall. Noodles were everywhere. And then he knocked my Apple Watch off because it was dead. I took it off. And he knocked that down there, and the heat pad was down. It was just a mess. Anything we set up on this counter, he knocks down. So we have to get that pulled out and cleaned up in a little bit. Like to thank Welov for sending us this cordless vacuum. This is the same company that sent me the air purifier that we are loving, so I was excited to see this vacuum show up on the porch. But this is the Welov cordless vac S28, and it is perfect for hardwood floors or carpet. It has a 300 watt brushless motor and 28 kPa suction power. This vacuum easily cleans up any messes. On slow speed, it will last you 40 minutes, and on high speed, it'll last you 20 minutes. It also has a 4-stage high-efficient filter system, has a HEPA filter. This vacuum is also flexible and adjustable, so if you are a little shorter or your husband is a little taller, you can adjust this vacuum to fit your height, and that is really nice. It also has a LED power brush, so it is lighted, and that is perfect for dark places, just like these stairs. This hallway gets a little dark sometimes, so it's nice to be able to see what you're picking up with that light. If you order this vacuum, what's included is going to be the main body, the adjustable tube, power brush, crevice tools, the 2-in-1 upholstery tool, an adapter, a wall mount, and a screw package for your wall mount. The brush head is also removable, and you can take the pole off and then attach the head straight to the vacuum. So you can use it as a handheld vacuum, which is nice for stairs and things like that. And the crevice tool is also nice to get into those hard to reach places and get all of the dirt and dust and just the random things that can get down into a crack, and it's hard to get up just with a vacuum. So that worked really well. And it also comes with a soft brush adapter, and that's nice if you need to dry dust any of your furniture that you just don't want to spray down in dust. And that works so well. This canister is also easy to empty. You just push a button and all of your dust and dirt and all those things will come out, and then just close it shut. It'll click shut and you're ready to use it again. And it also picked up so much on these steps. So I was really pleased with this vacuum, and thanks again, Welov, for sending us this cordless vac.
I met him on a sunny day in late July, and everything turned upside down. I almost lost track of time as weeks went by. I couldn't get him off my mind. I told him I want that great love, like standing in the middle of a bonfire. You don't know how you got there, but you hold tight, knowing that you can't get burned. Just tell me how we lost track of everything but each other. I honestly don't know.
On this night, we were going to make homemade pizza. Did any of you guys used to get like the homemade pizza kit in a box? I think it was Chef Boyardee, and I loved that. I remember growing up on that. Like my brother and I would be home in the summer by ourselves while my parents worked, and my mom would always have those pizza kits. But we just buy the pack of crust. I put 4 in this bowl, and it calls for half a cup of water for each pack. I just kind of eyeball it because I've made it so much. I just do it, and I know when it's enough. And then after you get that mixed up, you just coat it with oil, cooking oil, because that will make it not sticky. And then after I put the crust on the pan, I add some cold water to that bowl, and it kind of makes magic water. It's like oily cold water, and it makes the crust not stick to your hands. So I just spread the crust out. After I get the crust spread out, I do stick that in the oven for 3 or 4 minutes just to get it started baking, just to get it a little bit done before I put the toppings on. That way the crust will get good and done as the toppings warm up, because sometimes I know it can still be doughy once you get it out and start eating on it. So I always like to bake my crust just for a few minutes first. But on this night, we just put the sauce on it and cheese. We made 1 cheese and then 1 pepperoni. And I used the Chef Boyardee pizza sauce. It is the best, and I don't know if y'all can find it where you are, but I know they sell it here like at Food City and Walmart, Ingles, just different places. We don't have a hard time finding that. But we just made a cheese pizza and a pepperoni pizza, and I don't like a lot of cheese. I've said that before. I just put a tiny bit of cheese on my end, and then I put normal cheese on the rest. Heather loves cheese, and I'm not crazy about it. So a lot of times if we order pizza, I'll pull my cheese and my toppings off and give them to her, and I'll just eat the bread and the sauce. Don't know why. I just don't get breadsticks, but that's what I do. But this pizza turned out so good. If you've never tried it like this, try it.
While screaming at each other, and I don't know how to stop, but I still love you like I do. It breaks my heart, no text, no calls from you. Without you, could shake this off, but you're not that
couch out and clean behind it because it used to fit up against the wall and we would put things up here. And now when we put things up there, that didn't make any sense. Okay, this couch doesn't go back against the wall now because the gate goes behind it. So there's a gap. So we put things up here and used to it would just fall on the back of the couch and we could get it. But now he'll knock everything off and it goes behind the couch. Like including my Apple Watches down there. There is forks. There is drink bottles. There is something going down this wall that I'm gonna have to spray and clean off. So yeah, today he knocked a bowl of noodles off back there, didn't you? Because you're mean, ain't you? Are you mean? You mean, boys? And we can't find his little antler. So we're hoping it's under this couch because we haven't let him take it outside. So it's here somewhere. And a lot of times he'll hide things. The neighbor dog came and got one of his bones one time when he was outside playing. So now he'll hide it in the bushes. And when we go back to get him, he'll go get it and bring it back in. But hopefully he's just hid it. Where's your bone? Where's your antler at? Where's your antler? Is it under there? Okay, we'll look, okay? Surely we don't need to bring the trash can. We're going straight out or this way. Tearing it apart. Oh dear. There it is. Oh yay! He found it. Come here. Show him you found your antler. Flash, what'd you find?
My exes and me, we don't talk anymore. If we did, I think it would get pretty ugly. They made me believe love's an open door in the beginning, then they shut it pretty quickly. I thought we were good, at times even great, but apparently I was just one big mistake. My ex-
We've got noodles stuck to our heat pad. How nasty is that? I'm going to take this cover off and wash it.
The evil feeling, so I'm sorry, not sorry that everyone that crosses my way is gonna feel the same pain that I felt. Love ain't what it seems, it's dark and cold and mean when you're with me, you're with me.
I mentioned earlier that Flash had dumped my bowl of noodles behind the couch. So it was disgusting. There was a shirt down there that was Reagan's. I think it was a pajama top. And then there was a couple of forks and a couple of drink bottles. Anything set up on this counter, he will knock down. And he'll do it intentionally. He knows what he's doing. He just knocks it off. And I don't know why he does that, if it's fun or if he just does it to annoy us. I don't know. But anyway, we just pulled this couch out, took it apart, got this mess cleaned up because I did not want that staining my new paint. Y'all know I just painted. And we did push the couch back a little bit farther, but we do need to quit sitting stuff up on that little ledge because we know he's going to knock it off. So we got all this cleaned up. I sprayed it down, wiped it down good. And in a few minutes, we're going to sit down and talk to you guys and just hang out for a few minutes. And I put that at the end just because I know there's some of you that don't enjoy that. So I put it at the end. If you don't want to watch it, you can just click off once we start talking. But we just sit down and answer a few questions, talk to you guys about a few questions that I've had about starting YouTube and just some random things. So just hang out with us for a little bit. Like I said, I wasn't feeling it on this day. I had a Benadryl hangover and yeah, but this vacuum picked up so much. I take it to the furniture, and when I open this canister and show y'all what's in it, you all are not going to believe it. It's crazy. It was so full of hair. But anyway, if you're going to click off, if you don't want to hang out with us and listen to us chat for a few minutes, then I love you guys. Jesus loves you guys. But we are going to talk for a while to the rest of you.
We don't talk anymore. No. Love ain't what it seems. It's dark and cold and mean when you're with me, you're with me, you're with me. I'ma show you right, yeah, I'ma show you right. When you're with me, you're with me,
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like. crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you, something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, nobody loves me better, nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you, something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, nobody loves me better. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious.
Isn't this the good life? Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages, citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. On and on it goes, round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute, taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes, swinging down in life, you know. Breathing out air for a minute, yeah.
Ask him if he wants to go potty. He's tired. What's wrong with him?
You wanna go potty?
April K sent us the packages you've seen earlier, and I was just going to give you all her email. That way, if you want to order anything from Scentsy, then and you don't have anybody already, then you know who to go to. I'll put it up on the screen right here, and they have the cutest things, and I don't think they're like terribly priced. I think I'm gonna order the room spray, and what was the scent? Like, was it blueberry cheesecake? That looked really good. Why is my flashlight still on? I'd use it to see. Anybody else have to have light to see? But they have some really cute things in here. I told you guys if you started a YouTube channel, or in this case she already has, she's been doing it just for a couple of weeks. And if you guys want to go check her out and subscribe and help her out, I know she would appreciate that. I know how hard it is in the beginning. So I'm going to show you what her YouTube channel looks like. So head over there and check her out. We are fixing to sit down and watch some of her videos now, so I'm sure she's doing great. Her thumbnails look amazing, don't they? I was like, wow, flash. If you don't stop chasing the cat. But her thumbnails look really, really good. And I skimmed through one of her videos and it looked really good. So she's doing a great job. Go show her some love and help her out. I know she would appreciate it. I know how hard in the beginning it is to get started. And it's not easy sometimes because I know YouTube doesn't throw your videos out there a lot. So a lot of times you find somebody just from somebody suggesting them. So go show her some love. I know she would appreciate it. Help her grow, because it is frustrating sometimes when you don't see your numbers go up like subscribers. So I know she would appreciate that. And if you're looking to order Scentsy, here's your girl. And they have cleaner. They have bathroom cleaner, counter cleaner, all-purpose cleaner. So I may check some of those out. Yeah, Flash chewed my book. I mean, he didn't chew it. He ripped it apart when we got it from him. So we can still use it. It's just
Flash
stamped by Flash, right? But I've had several messages since the last video when I talked about starting your own channel. And like so many of you all are still on the fence about it, and just try it. What is it gonna hurt? I mean, it's really not gonna hurt anything to try it. So do it. Like, you got any suggestions?
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. I would say be consistent, and you have to be consistent for a long time.
Yes.
Like, we uploaded 2 or 3 times a week, more sometimes, but at least 2 or 3 times a week since August. And I think you have to stay consistent. The more videos you put out, the more you're going to be seen. With that being said, I know some people say quality over quantity. I mean, don't just throw out 10-minute crap videos, you know, put some work into it. But it really is a lot of hours. If I split the hours up, it would probably totally not be worth the pay.
Probably.
But the thing is, I can, like when my mom was down with knee surgery, I could like film and get my footage, and then I could take my laptop with me to her doctor's appointments or wherever. Sometimes I would sit in the car, sometimes I would, you know, go in the office with her when she needed help, things like that, but I could sit there and edit. So it's kind of on your time. You know, if you have to be somewhere, you can be. You're like your own, you make your own schedule. So that's good, but as you grow and you get, you know, more subscribers, I'll collab with some of you guys. When I started, I think instantly I got about 9 subscribers.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know how long it took me to get to like 100. Do you? Maybe a month. By October I had about 500 or 600.
Yeah.
And then I got up to like 900 in December, and Emily like helped me on Instagram with that last 100. I know there's been people say that I paid Emily to monetize me, and I did not. I took 2 classes from her, and that wasn't paying her to monetize me. That was paying her for time and for my banner and things like that. We had questions that we didn't know, and she helped us so much. She helped me rearrange my page. She helped me just with little things. But we Googled a lot of it. A lot of it we just Googled and found out, and, you know, did it that way. She helped me a bunch. Like, I wouldn't have even knew how to take a memory card out of a camera and put it in a laptop, like do any of that. She helped me a bunch. She showed me how to do a lot of things because I had no clue. She does a lot of my tags because it's like
500 characters.
Yeah, and so, you know, you can tag quite a bit. So I usually we're like sitting here and I'll be like, tag it, because she types way faster than I do. So she can have my tags done in no time. But she does help me, like when we're sitting here, I'm like, should I leave that in? Should I cut that out? Or which thumbnail do you like better? Do you like it better like this or like this? And things.
You don't
like
always
that.
take my advice.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I ask just to hear myself talk, maybe. No, she does help. She does help a whole bunch, or even like a different font. Should I use this or this? Or should I do this sponsorship or no? And I was so scared to do my first sponsorship. And she was like, yes, yes, yes. I've always wanted one.
The robot vacuum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was like, yes, please. So I really did that one for her. But that one did turn out really good. A lot of you guys have asked me what devotional I use and read out of. And my daughter's boyfriend's grandmother gave me that for Christmas. So I have no idea where she bought it or any of that. But here it is. I'll show you what it looks like. And then here's the back. Flash, come here.
Let's go.
But that's the devotional I read out of. I love it. And I've never been one to like use a planner, use a journal, anything like that. But that book I go to every single day. And it always relates to something. It's the craziest thing because it always hits me. Even if it doesn't by morning, it does by night. So that was definitely God sent to me. So many of you message me and tell me that it's helped you, or it's brought you closer to the Lord, or it's brought you back to the Lord, or it's made you want to read or want to dig further into it, and I love that. If I haven't done anything else out of this whole YouTube experience, I'm so thankful that it's touched you guys, because that's what it's all about. Come here. Come over here and lay down. Let them see you. Let them see you. If you start your channel, let me know, and I'll for sure throw you out there, and we'll watch. I want to watch. I would love to see just what your face looks like sometimes. I mean, I know that everybody that comments, there's not a picture with your YouTube channel, so I don't even know what you look like and things like that. Some of you are on Instagram, and I followed you back, and so I know. And if I haven't followed you back, I've just now started following people back. Usually, like if somebody will send me a message, I try to follow them back. But for sure, do it. Just it was hard for me to put it out there in the beginning, and there's been people you work with say things to you.
Yeah, they've asked me, is it weird that you're on YouTube? Is it weird you're out there? Is it weird people see you? Not
Yeah.
now, it was.
Yeah,
I used to wouldn't even talk.
yeah. I mean, and
It makes fun of the way I talk.
it is, like I said, it is awkward at first. At first, I felt like I was talking to my phone. That's what I used in the beginning. I used my phone until about October-ish, something like that. Because I wanted to know before I spent the money on a camera that it was going to work. I was going to like it. I was going to keep up with it. Don't go buy a camera, and don't go buy a bunch of stuff for this. Use your phone. It was free for a long time just to use my phone. The only and the phone did pretty good. The camera is, of course, a lot better quality, but these days phones are really good quality. And the only reason I got a camera and went ahead and did it is just because it was wearing my phone battery out, because I would edit on my phone, film on my phone. I mean, it was just like, yes, my battery was so good. It was a brand new phone. It's the iPhone 13, but then my battery started, it was like it wouldn't stay charged good. So we looked into it. A phone was more expensive, of course, than a camera. So we got the Canon G7X Mark II. Is that what it's called? I'm reading it off the camera, so I'm probably like. Once I found out that I thought I was going to make it, and I thought that it was something that I was going to keep doing, that's when I invested in a camera. So don't go buy a bunch of things. You don't want to be like in the hole over something you don't even know if you're going to make money off of. And then when I got my camera, we bought extra memory cards, we bought extra batteries, we bought a tripod. I was using Allison's laptop. Then I bought another Dell exactly like it. Does that have more memory? Okay, it has a little more memory than hers. I used my phone, and I would use iMovie to edit. And in the very beginning, I used upbeat music because you could use so many songs a month free. And then there's not a whole lot to choose from. Epidemic Sound is so much better. I purchased the subscription to that. So that's what I use for music, and I use Filmora to edit. And it took me so much longer to edit, but then I realized that there's so much more you can do, and you can like detail things so much more.
And anything we didn't know, we Googled.
Yeah, we just Googled it. And like we couldn't get our first video to upload. Like there was a firewall or something on the laptop. It took us like half a night. And then finally we Googled it, and they walked us straight. I think it was a YouTube video, walked us straight through it. So, do that. If you do have questions that you just don't know and can't find the answer to, I don't care to answer your questions. I really don't. Like I said, Emily helped me. She was so sweet, helped me so much. I mean, I owe so much of this to her. I owe a lot of this to her. I owe it to my kids. I've took time away from everybody, and everybody has chipped in and helped me from time to time. There's times, I know you guys say your kids should do this or do that, all this stuff, but there are so many times that you're fixing to load the dishwasher, or she's fixing to clean up after my kids, and I'm like, no, don't do that. I'm going to film it. So it's not like they make a mess and leave it for me to film, but there's times I tell them not to pick it up. Flash, you're really annoying with that little antler. Why don't you get up here? Flash, come here. Come to me. Get your phone. You got it, went the other way. Flash, get up here with it.
Come here.
As far as me cleaning Heather's room. I do that because she's the neatest, most organized person in the world. Like, you keep your chapstick, your keys, like everything, like so neat. And then, like, we go in there and just like destroy the place. And I always do clean that up because I'm going to clean that up. That's my kid's mess. It's my mess. I never pick up a mess after her. I mean, maybe I pick up a thing or two. Like your clothes out on the floor.
Maybe.
Sometimes. Or like what you slept in. Not really your clothes because you put those in your hamper. But like what you slept in or something. Like I'll pick that up. I seen that one of you said, like Heather probably doesn't even want us in there. And
I don't care.
I don't think, I mean,
I could care less. There's more space. There's more area. There's
I think
more
you
mirrors,
love it, really. I
Okay.
mean, like the whole, like the kid thing, you know. I think
I
she,
got my own kids.
yeah, she actually took Kennedy to look for a prom dress, and she was like, "Do you care? Is it gonna bother you?" And Kennedy asked me, and I was like, "No, I've done it. I've done it so many times. Please, that would be awesome." Because my kids cooperate better for her than they do me. Kennedy would have been a snothead if I had been there. I mean, you know, your kids are better for somebody else, and sometimes it's easier for kids to be with somebody else or talk to somebody else, and I'm glad they have that with her. But yeah, I'll always pick up my kids' stuff. I'll never ask her to. And you've got to look. Kennedy, I've cleaned Kennedy's room. I do a lot. But Kennedy, she went to school full-time, worked 2 jobs, and I was just home all day. So I'm not going to just sit here and not do anything. I mean, yeah, I'm going to clean. And it was content too, you know, and I'll always clean my kids' stuff. If I knew Lexi needed her whole house cleaned, we'd go clean it. I'd go clean it. I don't care. That does not bother me. And if it bothers you, then you should probably move along because I'm going to do anything I can for my kids, period. Flash, quit chasing a cat. Quit chasing a cat. And as far as Heather dressing in...
Okay, listen. If that bothers you, I'm sorry. I teach. I have to dress up 200 days a year. Every day, Monday through Friday. So on the weekends, no. I don't fix my hair. I don't put on makeup.
Well, a lot of times you'll be like, I'm going to run to the grocery store and get like the run-in done so I can come home and just be here the rest of the day. So you'll throw a hat on because your hair's not washed, go to the store, do your run-in, come back, and then you'll take a shower.
Well, but sometimes she's cleaning and I don't like to just sit here and not do something when she's up working. I mean, even if I'm not on camera, I try to do something.
Is all she has is coaching clothes. No, but you do have a lot.
Did I coach?
I mean,
for
she was sponsored and sent
all kinds of
Nike, all kinds of stuff. I mean, she's not just gonna not wear it.
And that's what I wear on the weekends.
And she's a hat person. I'm not a hat person. I wish I was a hat person because I would definitely throw a hat on my head and go to Food City instead of having to take a shower and get ready. I mean, I'm just not a hat person.
And I'm just not a whole lot of makeup wearing person, and I don't care if I throw a hat on and my face is red. I go get what I need and don't worry about
But
it.
if
That
we're
stuff don't bother
going to
me.
graduation or
Yeah.
like school events or something like that, you do dress up.
Or even if we're going shopping on the weekends, I'll
Yeah.
look decent. But if I'm running to Food City to get groceries,
You gotta realize we're just doing house projects or cleaning. It's not like we are, I mean, we're not gonna put on a show for you guys. We're not gonna dress up and like,
she gets dressed up.
I don't really dress up. Like I clean in Nike shorts and a
know,
t-shirt.
but she
I-
fixes herself up.
I
and
do
I
fix
just see
my
that.
hair and makeup, but that's just because I have tons of wrinkles and I look 90 years old if I don't. And your skin's perfect. You don't have to wear makeup. So, but I have put on hair without makeup, and I have put on hair with oily hair and it threw up in a messy bun. And you know, it's what it is. I do try to look decent just because kids that go to school with Allison and even one of Kennedy's teachers and one of her whole classes would be like playing my video. I don't want them to be embarrassed. I wouldn't want them, like their friends, to be like, your mom look nasty or your mom needs to wash her hair, or you know, I'm just not going to do that. I don't want to try to embarrass my kids. Flash, stop chasing the cat. But you know, but at the same time, I'm not going to go put on like this is This is as dressy as it gets for me as far as cleaning the house. And I only did this today because it was Saturday and I just wanted to put on something different. And I didn't have anything clean really. But it's always just Nike shorts or like Under Armour shorts or just something comfortable. That's usually all I ever wear. I was shocked to hear a lot of you all said that you cut your kids' hair or that your mom used to cut your hair. I used to go get my hair cut. I don't remember my mom taking me to get my hair cut, but I remember my mom cutting my hair too. But as an adult, my mom's always cut my hair. Like if I wanted it cut right now and it's about to be needing it. Like if I wanted just, you know, a couple inches trimmed, she would be the one that would cut it. But I do cut my kids' hair. I've always cut their hair. Is it perfect? No. I always try to get it even and they'll dry it and then come out and I'll look at it when it's dry and just try to get it even. But nobody's ever said your hair's not even or your hair looks like it's been chewed up with dull scissors, things like that. So yeah, I mean, it just saves some money. I've always done that from the time they were like 2 or 3 and I trimmed it the first time for them. I've always done that. But a lot of you guys said that your parents did that too, or you did that for your kids. So one of you guys said that your son had hair down to his waist and he took care of it, but like a lot of people said he needs to cut it or tell him he should cut it. And my thoughts on that is if he likes long hair and it brings him happiness, it brings him joy, he's confident with it, it doesn't matter. Yes.
Stay in your lane.
If it brings him happiness, that's what he needs to do. I've learned in life that you have to make yourself happy. You protect yourself and you protect your kids as best you can. And you do what makes you happy. You're going to be talked about either way. You're going to be judged either way. If, like my mom rides my butt, you need to go to church, you need to go to church. So she does. So, but if I went to church, there'd be somebody saying something about me going to church. I mean, it's just like, you're danged if you do, danged if you don't. And I don't care. Like I've learned, I guess over the last year and a half, that's one thing that I've learned is nobody else is going to do it for you. You've got to be somewhat independent. And I've learned that I can do a whole lot more on my own than I thought. And make yourself happy. Do what makes you happy. Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about who gets mad at you. You know what, if they walk out the door, just make sure you take the key. You know, that's just what we've done. And you have to be like that. If they're not genuinely there for you and loving you unconditionally, you don't need them. Family or not. I don't care if it's your kids, your parents, whoever. You have to do that. You have to set limits, set boundaries, and if they cross them or if they want to walk away, then let them. And, you know, it sucks. It does. It hurts. But it's just what you got to do. You'll learn along the way, if there's anybody younger watching, that not everybody's clapping for you and not everybody's in your corner. And there's people that you think are so loyal and would have your back and they'll betray you and it hurts. So anyway, I said all that to say that if you're still on the fence about doing it, that's his antler. Thanks, Melissa. And Melissa, you said that Kennedy had something coming, and that's so sweet. Thank you so much. I know she's going to like that and appreciate it. It made my kids smile so big to see that they had a package instead of Flash. Flash had the first one. Flash, you need to go to sleep. I don't care for you all sending anything. I just would never ask you and never feel obligated. And we've been blessed with anything we want, anything we need. If we wanted anything today, we'd go buy it. We're not in a spot to where we can't. But at the same time, whatever you send, we will love it and appreciate it, I promise. And so I didn't mean to be rude when I said don't send anything, just cards or letters. I don't mean to be rude like that. If you want to send something and it means something to you, to give that to us, that's fine. We're just saying, you don't feel obligated. You don't have to do that. But we were tickled to death when we got those packages. I mean, just that you all would think enough of us to do that for us. And that was so sweet. I mean, that was awesome. It just made our day. So Heather came running in with these 4 packages. She was like, we all got one. So yeah, she was excited. But that was super sweet. But like I said, even if it's just a letter or a card or a letter to Kennedy or Allison or either of us or whatever, like the card you sent in the package was so sweet. I love that. And that means more to me than anything. Like, I love hearing from you guys. I love hearing about you guys, like where you live, or like, you know, Melissa, I heard from you and you told us a little bit about yourself, and that was just really neat to get to see that side, because you all see this side of us, but we don't get to see that side of you. So I love that, and it makes me feel like I have a personal connection with you. Keep the comments coming, messages, and I love that. I love that every time we read, we kind of know who you are now. And if you want to send us pictures of your family or anything like that, I would
Or
love,
your animals.
Yeah, I would. That is family.
Well, some people don't think of it as family. I do.
But we would, or just tell us about yourself, or, you know, even if you want us to pray for you, or like tell us what you're struggling with or whatever. I would love to hear that. That would be amazing. It would probably make us feel a little more normal to hear that somebody else had those struggles. I don't wish struggles on anybody, but it does make you feel a little better to know that you're not alone in this world struggling or hurting. Like I've told you guys before, I've been to a spot to where I didn't know how I would pay like an electric bill or something. And then I've been to a spot to where I had plenty. I've seen both sides of it, and it's not fun. It's not fun to not know it. It's not fun to like have to budget so tightly that you have not an extra penny to your name. I've been there. But what I will say is God has never, I've never did without. He's always supplied. He's always provided more than I needed. And he's always been so good to me. When I thought there wasn't a way, he made a way. And there's nothing any sweeter than that, to know that you're his and he's going to take care of you. But anyway, so many of you guys have messaged and said that like you were so glad that you found my channel. You felt like, you know, God had sent me to you or you to me, and I love that. And I really hope that like I never let you down. I hope that you never let them down. I mean, like I don't ever want to portray us as something we're not. I always want to be genuine and real with you all and help any way I can. I'll help you with your channel. I'll help you any way with anything in your life that we can. We will help you. And he's so mean. I hope that I never let you down. Like, even if I thought about quitting YouTube, I would feel so bad that I would lose that connection with you guys, if that makes sense. So you guys bring so much joy to me. It means so much to us to know that you're our friends and that you don't judge us and that you love us. And we needed that. You know, we were at a time where we had a lot of people do a lot of terrible things to us, and just because we were two women splitting bills, living under one roof, we were judged, and we were unfairly judged, and it cost us a lot of things. And just to know that there's like 2,500 of you guys, and I'm sure not all of you are my friends, but there's most of you all, I hope, are our friends, and I love that. I love it. So anyway, I'll end this video out here. Okay, I feel so stupid on my flashlight.
Just read it.
Okay, today's is O people. Trust him in all times, O people. Pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. Think of the last time you felt really anxious or discouraged and reflect on who you were able to share those feelings with. Together we can pour out our hearts to him. We are all on this journey, not just individually, but walking alongside each other. Take a moment today to encourage the people you are walking through life with. How can you be intentional about developing close relationships with those who encourage you in your faith and with those whom you need to encourage? See, it's always so fitting. Like, it's like that's talking about walking alongside each other, like encouraging each other, all that. It's always so fitting when I read this. I promise it is. I don't know where this was bought, but if you can find it, it's really good. It's a good one, but I know there's probably so many like it. We have a fight over here I'm going to show you. So we'll end it out with this little cat fight. Tell us who you think will win. My bet is on the black one.
Yeah, Willis wins.
He's little, but he's...
Get him. Get him.
Ooh.
Grady, get you?
Get him. Get him, Willis.
Oh! He got his ears back.
Oh, get him, Willis. Get him. Get him, Willis. Get him. Get him, boy.
He's sleepy now.
Get him, Willis. Get him. He's not afraid. We brought him home and I thought he would be so afraid of these bigger cats, but I promise you, he is like a bully. Ain't he? He is so rotten. He does that all the time. Willis. But they're kind of easy with him, aren't they? It's like they know he's small except Flash.
Get him, watch his ears.
Uh-oh.
He's
Uh-oh.
He's
Uh-oh.
Grady. Did he hurt you? Come here. Did he hurt you? No, not me. Uh-oh, but his ears back now.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Let's not be mean. Uh-oh.
And
And there goes Flash. But thank you guys so much for watching. We love you so much. And if you need a friend, if you need anything, we're here for you. Flash is here for you, aren't you?
we'll send
Tell
him
them.
to you.
Say we love you. But we love you. And remember, Jesus loves you too. And I'll see you in the next one. That's my bone. Mine. That's my bone. Can I have it? Can I have your bone? Hey, leave. You leave the cats alone. Get your bone and stop.
Nothing can separate me from your love. Lord, you are King of Kings. I'm here to give you everything. It's my whole life that I'm offering. I'll give it over.